This is to the major Disney stockholders out there. This is to the institutional investors, the BlackRocks, the Vanguards. If you haven't woken up by now, let me help you. Hopefully you're watching this. It is time for a vote of no confidence in this Disney board. It is time for a vote of no confidence in Robert Iger. The idea that he's going to sit around now for the next 18 months and just continue to run this into the ground while you watch is inexcusable. I realize that y'all lament the fact that they didn't have a succession plan to your liking, but at this point, it doesn't matter. You're going to have to find a different solution, because as more of these failed projects continue to get approved, and as more and more that Disney decides to dive into socio-political aspects of life where they piss off at least half of their audience simply by taking political stances that they shouldn't be taking to begin with, because it's an unnecessary, it's completely ridiculous that they do this. You're just imposing the fail upon yourself at this point. You guys out there at Vanguard and BlackRock, all these other places, whatever, ask yourselves, and to answer Inside the Magic's question, why does Universal not have these problems? If the theme park and Disney's issues of having to walk the line and tread so precariously across some kind of socio-political tightrope is such a problem, then why the hell does Universal Studios not have these problems? I ask again. I don't get it. The parks at Universal are booming. They didn't have a quarter where they reported 300,000 less visitors to their major theme parks in Orlando like Disney did. They're also not suffering at the box office with poor returns and over-bloated budgets like Disney is. The problem is not a macro problem. It's a micro problem. It's all Disney's problem. They keep making bad decisions, and until the entirety of its leadership changes, ain't nothing going to change. That's the bottom line. That's it. It is time for a vote of no confidence in these people. It is time to start running some of these people off sooner rather than later. Don't vote to renew these people on the board. Run them all out. Put in a fresh board in there, or at least find the ones that have been trying to be a voice of reason, perhaps behind the scenes, and trying to fix things. Yes, we need more people like Ike Perlmutter. Yes, we need more people like Nelson Peltz in there shaking things up, who's still sitting around cheering Disney on, even after he sold a bunch of shares when he ran it up to $120 and then waited for it to drop back into the 80s, and he bought a whole bunch more shares again recently, if you didn't notice.
Wow.
Nelson Peltz knows how to make frickin' money. He returned about a 50% return. He bought it around $80 a share, $80 to $90 a share, sold it out when it hit the 110s to 120s, made his investors a ton of money, waited for Disney to drop again because he knew they'd be stupid, and then he picked up a bunch more shares. Why don't you take some lessons for him instead of running him out of board meetings or not letting him be there or participate? That man obviously knows how to make money. Y'all don't, Disney. Y'all just don't. And there's only so long that ESPN is going to get you along. There's only so long that the parks are going to keep you afloat, because if you keep pissing people off and you keep running people off, they're going to stop coming. They're going to stop coming in the numbers that you need them to come in. And it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next year. But 5 years from now, those charts,
next year.
Well, but I know I'm saying like major changes. 5 years from now, we could be looking at a very different picture. Yes. Where Universal has absolutely dominated Orlando's space, and Disney has retreated into second-class status. Wow. Have fun.